Yo, guys, today the wind is showing me flames, right? But it's so nice out here. It's chilled. It was raining the whole night, so I wanted to sit outside, but my hair is doing the most because of this wind, right? Please excuse my hair. I mean, I've been trying to record this video now, I don't know how many times, but the hair keeps getting in the way. Anyway, hello everyone. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. So, guys, today I want to talk to you about renew your hope for peace sake. I believe that hope is one of the things that give us peace, but because of our life experiences, we end up losing hope in the things that we wanted when we were younger. You wanted that perfect kind of love, and right now you believe that what, love is not possible for you. You wanted a certain career, or you wanted to start a certain business, but you've been trying and trying, and things are just not coming together, that you've started losing hope. You've started believing that you're too old to be running after new careers. You started believing that you're too old to be dreaming about a Prince Charming, or a princess that will just pop in your life and you'll live happily ever after together, right? So you lose your hope because of certain things that happen along the way. But today, I just wanted to share with you two things that you can do to renew your hope, because I really believe that having just that hope can give you peace in your life. So, the one thing that I do in order to have peace, to renew my hope, to have peace, is that I pray. Guys, I always say there is power in talking, but there is transformational power in praying about it, right? So we underestimate the power of prayer as Christians. Asking God, who is the source of hope, to renew our hope is the first thing that we should be doing when we feel like we're losing hope. It is God who allowed you to have that idea, to have those dreams. He gave you that desire for those things in the first place. And He promised never to leave nor forsake us. So along the way, when we start losing hope, when we start feeling like we've been waiting for too long and the things that we are hoping for are just not happening, then instead of quitting, instead of dropping our dreams, instead of giving up on them, we need to ask God to renew our hope, to give us more energy and passion again for the things that we used to love, right? And I tell you, every single time when I've prayed about, renewed hope, the next day I wake up and I just have a certain energy to do again the things that I have to do in order to achieve the dreams that I had set out for myself. When I feel tired and pray about it, I start asking God to give me energy for the work that He said I must do. Then, I wake up with a new energy that I just cannot explain to you, right? Or sometimes, like last week, was it last week or 2 weeks back, I had announced that, I'm not going to be doing these videos every day because I'm going to be busy in the season. But God just brought a friend of mine who just told me, what, I'm not happy about that decision. That is God giving me renewed energy, reminding me that this thing I'm not doing just for myself, but there are people on the other side of my obedience that wait every single day for these videos. Even if there's one person, that person is important to God. So because that person is important to God, then I'm supposed to commit to what God has told me, right? So in prayer, God will either give me people who will come and remind me of the importance of doing what I need to do, or I will just have supernatural energy to start over again, to recommit myself, right? So it is important to not doubt prayer. Let's believe in the power of prayer. And that is one of the things that you can do in order to renew your hope, right? And the second thing that is very practical, I know, when you talk prayer, some people will be like, right? Okay, I'll give you something practical that I do as well. So, first of all, is prayer, I tell you. And secondly, I love studying the lives of people younger than me, right? Maybe 10 years or more younger than me. And when I look at a 21-year-old and the passion that they have for their future, right? Their dreams that they still have for their future, what they believe is still possible for them. I mean, that energy, I mean, it just, I immerse myself in their energy. I adopt that energy. I steal their energy from them and apply it to myself. It reminds me of the kind of energy and passion that I used to have at that age, when I believed that, at 21, I mean, anything was possible for me at the time, before life taught me otherwise, right? So I study the lives of young people. When I look at a 25-year-old in love, right, in an intimate relationship, how madly in love they look, how naive they look when they're in love, and how just, they would look into each other's eyes like the world doesn't matter, right? I mean, after 8 years of marriage, at some point, some things fade away, right? But when I look at young love, it reminds me of how I used to be when I first fell in love with my husband, right? And I start applying that love and energy and passion to my relationship. So that is the one thing that I enjoy doing, to remind me of the person that I was before life taught me otherwise, right? Because I believe that although these experiences are there to teach us something, to mold us and shape us into vessels that God can use, they still have a toll on our emotional being, on our mental being, right? So, but when I go back and study the lives of young people who are carefree, it makes me want to be carefree as well. It makes me want to forget the negative lessons that I've taken away along, or that I've carried along the way, right? It makes me want to drop all that weight and pick up some new energy for life, and new passion for love, and new energy for my dreams, right? So those are the two things that I normally do in order to pick up my hope, to renew my hope, in order to have peace. Because I mean, when you start believing in love again, I mean, things change in the home, right? When I start having passion again for life, when I start setting up, a nice romantic dinner, it pushes my husband to remember the things we used to do, and it makes him respond in a way that is pleasing to me as well, right? He then remembers the things that he used to do in response to these beautiful dinners that I make for him. He remembers to get me flowers again. It sparks that romance in our relationship again. So those are the two things that I do. It is important not to lose our hope. It is important to maintain our hope no matter what life throws at us. You cannot believe that it is over for you while you're still on this earth. If it was over, if God was done with your life, then you wouldn't be here. For the sake that you woke up this morning, it means that you can still have a new hope for this day. You can still have hope that you will commit to the things that you said you wanted to commit to, right? You can recommit yourself. Forget about yesterday, guys. Let's forget about the disappointments of yesterday. Today is a fresh day. Let's receive the grace from God to accept this day as a new day, a new beginning to change our lives. Have hope for peace sake. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified.